Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy XIV on the PC. We are in Amarang with Alize, who is spending her time hunting down Sin Eaters and just kicking ass. I can approve of that. I went and got the Red Mage up to 72, so that means all of my high-level jobs are all 72 now, which is good. We're a little bit ahead of the curve, and I like that. So let's go talk to Alize. Probably could have started the video next to her, but you know how my mind works sometimes. It doesn't. Watch out for the sand sucker. Oh, the ancient lizard. Yeah, that is an ancient lizard, alright. Culling their ranks. Here's what we'll do. I'll take the east side of the inn and you clear the west. That way you can have an undiluted experience with the resident terrors. These marks on your map are where the usual trouble spots are. You can assume that any beast with a white hide or carapace is a Sin Eater, but you'll know for sure soon enough when they come slavering after your ether. Remember, it's kill or be killed with these monsters. Once you've slain whatever's prowling around out there, we can rendezvous back at the north entrance. Good hunting. Isn't it always kill or be killed? Let's see what we've got here. Okay, we'll fire off a little bit of that, You know, there's sturdy folk. There's sturdy folk up here. Takes a few spelleranga ding-dongs to kick their ass. There you go. Just a couple more of that and we'll be right as rain. Alright. I didn't expect to find nothing. Second verse, same as the first. Done. I don't really know if it's worth it to teleport, but I did it anyways. They teleported so fast. How did you fare? I thought there might be one or two lurking on the fringes. Nothing out of the ordinary for this area. I expect you noticed it yourself, but individually these lesser Sin Eaters are no more deadly than any natural predator you might encounter in the desert. It's when they appear in numbers that they pose a threat. Much like the Void Scent, they have an unfortunate tendency to flock to the strongest of their kind. Thus, when a powerful Sin Eater goes on the hunt, it might be attended by a veritable swarm of weaker kin. Imagine an army of such creatures descending on a village or hamlet. That's the basic idea behind my patrols, to cull their ranks often enough that their numbers won't be overwhelming when the big ones come out to play. And you've certainly helped on that front. Let's report our victories to Tesleen, shall we? Alize tells me you helped out on our patrol. You have our thanks, and my apologies for leading you out from one battle to another ever since the moment we met. In any case, I'm glad to see the two of you found each other. You have no idea how badly Alize has missed your company. Everything is always, if Mangg were here, he would. That's an exaggeration, and I don't sound like that either. I was simply trying to view matters from another perspective, and I respect Mangg's methods. Honestly, after seeing him in action, I can understand why. The way he leaps into the fray without hesitation, it really is something to behold. I might be a little smitten myself. I'm only teasing. I have no doubt he deserves all the admiration he gets, just as you do. Dude, everybody fucking loves Mangg. Everybody loves Mangg. Purchase of fruit. I'd love to lay out a welcome meal, but the duties I put off when I went to the market are still waiting for me. There are 101 things that need doing. I'm sorry, but would you mind waiting here with Alize? What, and twiddle our thumbs while you work yourself to death? Surely there's something we can help you with. I could do with a hand, it's true. Thank you. You can start by helping me sort out the larder, Alize. While we do that, could you tend to a few patients, perhaps? There are 3 in particular I meant to visit. It's just a matter of saying a few words to them and seeing that their skin isn't caked in sand. Their names are Pawnil, Todden, and Hallrick. They may not give much in the way of a response, but I promise they'll be pleased to meet someone new. Oh yeah, this sounds like glorious work. Thank you. Todden glances up at you blankly, but you notice the tension in his face ease slightly. Well, it's all worth it. Hallrick remains utterly still as you wipe the sand from his cheek. The texture of his skin is hardened into something akin to plaster. Freaky deaky. Why don't we just put them out of their fucking misery? And they're gonna turn into monsters, aren't they? I mean, what are we doing here? You've seen to the patients. How were they? Good, that's good. I knew they would enjoy meeting you. I'm concerned about Hallrick, though. I'll have to speak with the other carers, but I think his time may be near. We shall leave you to have that discussion then. I was going to take Mangg to Mord Souk if you have any errands that need doing. Well, I suppose there is one thing. Would you pick up a nectarine from the markets, please? Cassard's caravan just passed through, so Ron should have some fresh fruit. Come then, Mangg. There's something I want you to see. Right after we stop at Ron's stall, of course. Dude, Ron's got fucking nectarines and he's offering me worms? Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Oh, back again, are you? You need another taste of Ron's wares. Actually, we're looking to buy a nectarine. Do you have any in stock? Oh yes, nectarines, peaches, grapes, fresh and juicy. Given how richly you cracked your coin purse with me, I might still owe you food. Here, take this one, free of charge. Gods, I've never seen a Mord merchant give away something for nothing before. How much coin did you spend here? Oh yes, I'll take a jar of honeyed worms as well. Oh no, they're not for me. It's an offering of sorts. The worms, if you please. Only the best wrigglers for you. Come again, my friends. Right, that's our shopping chores taken care of. Let's head up past the Aetheryte to the main tower. The view I want to show you can only be seen from its very top. Here are your precious worms. That buys us a trip to the top of the tower, does it not? Please, regulars, you actually brought them. I really shouldn't let you, but just this once, all right? Only once. Never fails, shall we?
Look, over there, where the wall is broken. Do you see what lies beyond? That's what the land became after the light flooded in. An empty, white nothingness. Life cannot exist in such conditions. The primordial light would wreak havoc on the body's etheric balance. That nectarine you bought, it's Halric's favorite fruit. Most of the patients, Halric included, survived the attacks of powerful eaters. But their fate was sealed all the same. The monster's corruption has entered their bodies, and their very essence is being subsumed by light. The twisted state of the world itself just makes matters worse. Under normal circumstances, a person's ether naturally tends to equilibrium. But for these poor souls, the opposite is true. Sooner or later, every single one of them will turn. Tesleen and the patients, they all know this. They know what has to be done before the change goes too far, before the eater within takes over. The preferred method is mixing poison into their favorite food. In my time here, I've borne witness to a lot of last meals. I feel just as helpless as before. No matter how hard I fight, it's never enough. But it's a war I mean to wage, nonetheless. Speaking of wars, do you remember how I made you promise not to leave me and then promptly collapsed? Well, let's just say I had a few choice words for the Exarch concerning the timing of his summons. But even if the fault lay with someone else, I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd abandon you on the battlefield. So I swore that I'd make up for my absence there by making a difference here. And that's what keeps me moving forward, even when things seem hopeless. On which note, it's time we headed back. The longer we keep Tesleen waiting, the harder this will be for her.
Rough place we got here. I'm glad I was able to show you that. When it comes to understanding the catastrophe which befell the first, one glimpse of the empty wasteland beyond the wall is worth more than an hour of Virage's lecturing. And I needed you to know beyond a doubt that Tesleen has no other choice. The nectarine will be a kindness. It isn't just a threat posed to others. When a person becomes an eater, the pain appears to be excruciating. The carers are truly fond of their wards, and would spare them that suffering. It is their way of fighting back against a fate worse than death. You're back. I hope you had a nice time. Did you manage to find a nectarine? Thank you. Alize's explained why I wanted this, has she? I can see it in your eyes. But we may not need it just yet. I spoke with the others, and we've decided to keep an eye on Halric for now. Thanks to you, though, if his time does come suddenly, we'll be ready to send him on his way with a taste of happier days. Why? Why wait? What's the difference? Well, nothing is going to happen for a little while yet, so let's see if we can't lighten the mood. We don't want our gloomy faces worrying the patients. I think it's time for that welcome meal, don't you? Take a seat and I'll make us a nice stew. Yeah, boy, give me that stew. Love a good stew.
Speak up if you'd like another helping. I made a little bit more than usual today.
And you've added something special to the broth, if I'm not mistaken.
Aye, well, it's not often we have visitors from the Crystarium, so I may have thrown in a few extra bits and bobs.
I'll have another bowl then.
That's what I like to hear. Give me a moment to warm up the pot. In a place like this, you learn to take what moments of happiness you can get. I remember when I first came here with my mother. She was showing the early signs. I knew there was no way to save her, but I just couldn't face what needed to be done. That's the way of it for most people. Why they travel from arms to stay here. Beaten, broken souls come to wait out the inevitable, to receive the mercy of a painless death. When my mother finally left this world, I was mad with grief, but also thankful that her passing was a peaceful one. It's never easy, ending a life you've cared for, even when you believe they go on to a better place. I often find myself wishing the Warrior of Darkness would come and do that part for me.
The Warrior of Darkness?
You've never heard the tale? I'm not sure where it began, but every child in Norvrant could tell you a version of it. Warrior of Darkness, servant of death, take care of our souls at our dying breath. Let sinners and eaters of sin go with thee, that all may return to the sunless sea. Well, that's the version I was taught anyway. It's just an old bedtime story. He's certainly never deigned to visit us here.
Which is a good thing, surely. He sounds rather ominous.
Do you think so? I always liked the idea that he treated every soul the same, even the Sin Eaters.
They're coming.
Desleen! Have you seen Halric? I swear, I only took my eyes off him for a moment.
Oh boy. He's gonna become a monster, we're gonna kill him, and then we'll all feel bad about ourselves, except for me. That's what's gonna happen. Mangg, Alize, we have to go look for Halric. I don't know what's gotten into him, but if he's wandering out there alone... We'll assign search areas and split up. Any idea where he might be headed? No, he's never done anything like this before, but it can't be a coincidence that the other patients are suddenly so agitated. They can sense something. In any case, let's keep the search close to the inn. Ulrich isn't very sure on his feet, so he won't have gone far. I'll search the east side. Please, Ulrich, please be alright. You're about to murder him. I'll cover the north and west then. You take everything from here to the south. Let's go get him. Put him down like the dog that he is. Suffer not the monster to live. Surely you don't want to fight me. Surely you don't want to fight me. I'm just Mangg. You see no sign of Ulrich. Maybe he went further west. Maybe he did. Scan your surroundings in search of Ulrich and suddenly find yourself under attack. Oh, what good thing that I was ready. Okay. So that was just some random thing that wanted to kill me. What doesn't want to kill me nowadays, huh? Oh, watch out for the sand suckers. Oh boy, it's right in the middle of this whole mix-up here. Just sneak in there. Nice.
Any sign of him? No luck then. But he surely can't have gone far. We should keep looking. The Sin Eaters are out in force, and if we don't find him soon, you can be sure they will. Did you see the size of that thing? It must be one of the nasty ones. Wherever it's going, it can only mean trouble. After it! There it is! Is that... Oh no! Ulrich!
What's the difference? You were gonna kill him anyways.
We have to run!
Now look what's happened.
Tesseline! No!
We all deserve happiness, wherever we can find it. The time left to you is precious. No one should die in pain. Mother, I...
Wow, what the fuck?
Oh, no, 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 no!
Forgive me, Alice.
Wow. That got pretty fucked up pretty quickly. I'm sorry, Mangg. I tried to tell the carers what happened, but I can't be the shoulder they lean on. Not like this. Okay, well, I don't want anyone leaning on my shoulders. So, just tell them very matter-of-factly. It's just so unfair. Tessaline was always so cheery with the patients, telling them not to be scared, that there wouldn't be any pain. Of all the people in the world to suffer such a fate. Yeah. Yeah, life's a bitch, man. Look at how fat my chocobo is. I imagine you're just as shocked as the rest of us, so I appreciate what you're doing here. Me, I don't have the words. Without a body, we can't even give her a proper burial. And she cared about that sort of thing. About giving people the chance to say their goodbyes. Yeah. Speak with Ulrich. Why? Give a shit about Ulrich. I'll cut him down. Ulrich is as unresponsive as ever. He stands motionless, staring up into the sky where the Sin Eaters made their escape. Great. Give me money. I don't know where he got that much money, but tears on the sand. I've spoken with the carers. Thank you. What you're doing, it means a lot to them. To me. Sorry to interrupt. We realized we hadn't thanked you for rescuing Ulrich. You weren't hurt at all, were you? Hurt? There wasn't even a fight. I was too late. Too slow. And I thought I could protect you. You can't blame yourself for things beyond your control. You brought Ulrich back safe and sound. No one could have done any more. I'm sorry, but I've come to a decision. I won't be continuing in my role here. I hope you will forgive me for leaving you, and that you will delay Ulrich's last meal for as long as you possibly can. Not until it's too late, of course. Just give him what time you can. We always do. Of course, she would have done the same. Farewell, Halric. Keep Tesseline's words close to your heart. Wait, you're leaving this very moment? I understand how you must feel, but surely this is a bit hasty. Do you even have anywhere to go? I have a destination in mind, yes, and a purpose. This damned light, building without cease. It's the reason we can't save those corrupted by the Eaters. But what if we corrected the balance? Even if we're only little by little, even if it took years, it would surely make things better. Now hold on there. Everyone knows there's too much light, but how could you ever hope to get rid of it? You'd have to change the whole world. That's right. We shall return to the Crystarium. I may not be able to repel the Eaters on my own, but I can still use the skills I've gained here to hurt them. What? I have to go back there? Fuck. Yeah, it's an interesting idea for an expansion because it allows them to, like, go in a completely different direction for, like, at boss design and stuff and things like that, dungeon design. You know, instead of having everything be, you know, monsters of the dark, abominations, you know, it's all just, like, fucking terrifying lightness. So I'm sure they like that idea. Some interesting music choices. Here's my guildmate, dead, AFK. Why would you go AFK here, of all possible places? Maybe if something drastic happened, I suppose. I'm not rezzing his ass, are you crazy? It's worthless. Although, I don't know, does a res expire? A res must expire. Alright, fuck it. There you go. I've done all I can. Seemed funnier to just ride past him, but alright. Forgive me, Mangg. I couldn't stay there a moment longer, but I was serious about what I said. While the men and women at the inn battle against this blight with kindness, I must fight it in my own way, with steel. Miss Alizé, is there anything I can get you? Your swiftest tomorrow. I need to return to the Crystarium immediately. As you wish. Now, why doesn't Alizé use the fucking aetheryte? Ugh, remind me to wear goggles if we ever fly over Amarang again. I've barely gotten the sand out of my eyes. The wind did help to clear my head at least. I think I'm ready to meet with the Exarch. We need to talk about how we're going to wipe the Sin Eaters out. Shall we? Let's go. Her shit was a lot faster than Alphino's. Or at least it felt like it. Thank you for seeking me out, Mangg. It meant a lot to have you there at my side. And looking at Alphino, I'd say he's as eager to begin this discussion as I am. I say we lay our experiences before the Exarch and step back to see what kind of picture they make. Then we can decide where to go from here. 71 quests now. 1 million XP.
And so you return. Have you gained a better understanding of the crisis now faced by the First?
Better is not the word I would use. Some lands may have been spared the flood, but the survivors live only to suffer. There seems no end to the horrors inflicted by the Sin Eaters.
Indeed. Those abominations are a calamity in their own right. And I can well imagine how hopeless the task of eradicating them must seem to you. But after countless battles and untold sacrifice, we have identified a potential weakness. Sin Eaters are drawn to serve the strongest of their kind, a class of creature we call Light Wardens. And from what we have been able to ascertain, only a handful of these entities exist. Just as an ant colony will perish in the absence of its queen, we believe that the death of a Light Warden will cause the lesser creatures within its sphere of influence to disperse.
I have a feeling Yulmul might have something to say about any concerted action we take against these monsters. Vorthra's command over the Sin Eaters is integral to Yulmoran society. In seeming to guarantee his people's safety, it guarantees their obedience. He will not take kindly to us depriving him of such useful allies.
Agreed. Thus we will need to occupy or otherwise divert his forces whilst we proceed with the business of eliminating the Wardens. Until we have done so, all other considerations must be set aside if we are to forestall the 8th Umbral Calamity.
I'm not sure I follow.
Your uncertainty is understandable given the circumstances. Perhaps a more detailed explanation is in order. To begin at the beginning, then. In the ancient past, a single star was divided into 14 worlds. This is the source, your home. These others are the 13 shards, in whose number we find the first. Though physically separate, they retain a connection to each other, and with the source especially. Now, let us assume that a given element in one of the shards attains abnormal ascendancy. Just as water will flow from the highest point to the lowest, the excess energy will begin trickling into the source. And such an influx of ether will of course exert a palpable influence. If the element in question were fire, then drought and wildfires might ensue. If it were ice, one might expect the weather to turn bitterly cold. As ether continues to pour in, such phenomena will become more and more extreme, until eventually, a single, untimely event triggers a disaster which cracks the barrier dividing the two worlds. What was once a trickle now becomes a deluge, sweeping the shard along to be rejoined with the source. At the same time, the element which held sway in the shard is unleashed in full, its energies amplifying the original disaster to truly catastrophic proportions. An earthquake thus magnified might strike with enough force to shatter continents. A tidal wave might swell to a size capable of drowning entire nations. These devastating events are what we refer to as umbral calamities. 7 times has a calamity befallen the source. 7 times has a shard been absorbed. At present, the light-drowned realm of the First stands perilously close to meeting the conditions for a rejoining. It is the Sin Eaters who are to blame for the Light's continued dominance. In addition to attracting their lesser kin, the Light Wardens I mentioned earlier radiate ether, saturating every corner of their territory with light. Even here in the flood-spared region of Norvrant, their influence is strong enough to banish night from the sky. Thus, if we are to restore balance to the First and head off a potential calamity, it is imperative that we put each and every Light Warden to the sword.
We've been doing our best to take the fight to the enemy ever since we first heard the Exarch's explanation.
Though we have yet to claim any meaningful victories if truth be told. Apart from being confoundingly elusive, the Light Wardens possess a troublesome quality which compelled us to delay our plans until such time as you arrived.
Forgive the interruption, my lord, but Hallminster Switch is requesting reinforcements. They say the Sin Eaters are attacking in force, and the village could soon be overrun.
Alert the guard. We should be prepared in case the fighting reaches the Crystarium. You have command of our forces in the field, Captain, but hold off on entering the town until I arrive. That goes for Alphino and Alize as well.
My lord.
Pray, lend us your strength. Such a fight will provide you with far greater insight than any explanation I could offer.
Alright. Holminster Switch is in the north of Lakeland, so we'd best make haste with our preparations. In fact, meet me outside the Crystarium at the crossroads northwest of the Ascensor Gate, and I shall lead you there myself. Let's go! This is the first dungeon, of course, which is a town. Alright, I guess. Yeah, I guess let's just run out. Back into the Purple Land. Nice. We didn't really get to explore much of this place. Oh my god, instances. To reduce congestion. What? It's so congested out here. Oh my god. There's just a swarm of people. Oh Lord, I can't even see because there's so many characters. Oh my god, they need to make more instances. It's too congested. All right, I got a new mount, and I was wondering why it wasn't popping up. It's because I didn't favorite it. This one. Nope, not that one. This one. Yep. It's a zoo. It's a zoo. You know, those big black birds. Yeah, so there are a handful of mounts that you can actually sell on the market board. This was like the cheapest one. This was like 350,000, which wasn't that much, all things considered. And some of them are like 12 million. The other cheap one was a flying chair, but I figured the zoo was a bit more iconic. I'd rather have this. It looks pretty cool. All set? If we follow this road north, we will arrive at the northern staging point. The village itself lies not far beyond. Quickly now. Ooh, that's pretty far, dude. Alright, I'll pause. This video is going to be long enough with the dungeon anyways. Alright. I took the liberty of reading about the dungeon on the way here. Multitasking, baby. Holminster Switch is past these gates and through the woods. 'Tis not exactly a near neighbor to the Crystarium, but as we occupy the same region, we have built up something of a cooperative relationship. What can we expect inside, Captain? Town is beset by a swarm unlike any we have seen in recent years. We did our best to evacuate the villagers, but as many as half remain. Judging by the number of eaters present, we have good reason to believe that a light warden leads the attack. How convenient. It seems we'll have our chance to slay a warden sooner than we expected. One does not simply slay a warden. Has no one told you what happens if you defeat one of those fiends? They hold more light inside them than all their underlings put together. It can be struck down, aye, but its essence won't dissipate like the weaker kind. Vile ether will billow outwards and envelop the nearest living being, a reckless young swordswoman perhaps, and turn her into a brand new warden. Well, you can leave that particular quandary to us. I must ask that the guards stand down and allow us to engage as leader of eaters alone. Concentrate on the survivors. We must save every life we can. But what if... Understood, my lord. As captain of the guard, however, I will not watch you brave such danger without an escort from our ranks. I insist that I go with you. Very well. Then our warden slain party shall include myself, the Levelers, Captain Lena, and last but not least... a formidable group indeed. Into Holminster we go. Once we reach the Light Warden, do not hold back. We strike to kill. But really, we're going in with 3 other assholes. The instance dungeons encountering the Shadowbringers main scenario quest can be completed solo alongside a supporting party of NPCs. Really? Same role restrictions. Or I can do it with other people. Well, fuck it, I'm really curious. Let's do it with a group. I feel like that means I wouldn't even need to be a healer, which is pretty cool. There is another thing. I really did not even mention this at all, but when you rank up in your grand company, you get in charge. You get put in charge of like a squadron, and it's this little other mechanic where you can like recruit different NPCs into your squadron, and they each have their own classes, and you build up your squadron like Pokemon, and then you send them out on missions, and they get rewards, and they level up. But you can also lead them on missions by going into dungeons yourself with them as NPCs. And it's a really easy way to level up DPS classes, because you don't have to wait in queue. You can just do dungeon after dungeon after dungeon with all these NPCs. And you can go at your own pace as well. So the problem with that, though, is like the NPCs are really stupid, and you could basically just direct them to like attack or not attack. I mean, they do their jobs well in combat, but like boss mechanics and stuff, it's a little... They don't really do anything. So that's a little annoying. This, I'm a little bit more interested in, because this sounds really like... I don't know. They'll probably follow the boss mechanics, I guess. So I'll be the healer, just so we can keep up with that. But let's form a party. Alright, so we have our tank as the Crystal Exarch, Alize as the Red Mage, and Lena as the Guard Captain Dancer. Okay. Alphino is a scholar, but we don't need him. Sure. This is cool. I mean, instant Q, but we'd have instant Q anyways. Not that I mind playing with other people. I really don't. It's probably faster, I would assume. Unless you're playing as the tank in this group. And you can just pull everything. But yeah, I'm just really curious. Okay. Oh, I'm leading the... Okay. What the fuck? The giant bear fighting a giant stone monster. And now it's... Okay. So... I have DPS meters, but it seems like it's a little broken. Alize is not showing up on the meters. Lena seems to be doing pretty solid damage, though. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this is going to be something I do a lot of. Maybe as a DPS, just because you get faster queues for these dungeons to level up. But as a healer, I already get instant queues, and playing with other people is probably going to be faster. I mean, this damage does not seem too spectacular. We're taking quite a while to burn down one little group of 3. Pooh, doggy. They don't seem like they AoE anything. Yeah. 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 So if I played as a tank doing this, I mean, their DPS is just not spectacular. If I played as DPS, yeah, maybe it would go faster. Hard to say. I'm curious to see what other people say about this system. Okay, he didn't really get out of that cone. He made an effort, but then he stopped. What's the point of that? I mean, I don't know. I guess if I had like crippling social anxiety where I didn't even want to play with other people, this would be useful. But to get to this point, you would have to have played with people many times. Many times. So I don't know. Unless they like retroactively add this system to every dungeon in the game and every trial and every raid. Yeah, I don't know. God, I'm out of MP because I just have to DPS so much.
For the Crystarium!
Alright. I think I have to back out. This is just gonna take too fucking long. Their DPS is really abysmal. Leave. Let's see how long it takes now from right here to get back to where I stopped. Instant queue, just the same, of course. Now this process takes a little bit longer because I have no control over it. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Well, see, that's a big holdup. That's a major holdup. I wish I could just back out of this real quick and then just join the next group. Just put me in the next group. I'm sure there's like 30 of them waiting. These fucking DPS. These fucking DPS. Slack-jawed morons that can't click a button. God damn it. Alright. It's a nice idea. It's a nice idea, but I don't know why you would make their DPS that low. That's just excruciating. Alright. Now, Lena was doing like 11,000 DPS, give or take, in our fights. So we'll see. We'll see how it stacks up. Fuck, 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 fuck. I got you. And there you go. We've pulled everything. We've pulled the whole lot of it. Now the AoE commences. Okay, I mean, kill times are definitely faster, and you know, we AoE'd basically all this shit at once. That's faster. So we're already pretty much where I stopped. Going the extra mile here. Jesus. This is gonna require some... Okay. Okay, maybe I can throw out a dip. Dips, some dips. Jesus. 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 Dude, if you've got any abilities, now would be the time. Okay, there we go. Jesus Christ. No, no one else take damage. I can't handle it. Spam and heals. Just spam and heals. Okay, I mean, a little intensive, of course, but certainly faster. And with that, we get to the first boss. Badass. Yeah, so nothing nothing in the dungeon description was like insta-death or anything. But there was a lot of AoEs, multiple AoEs stacked on one another, things like that. Like that. And just sort of quick moving and knowing where to stand and blah, blah, blah. We've done all that. I mean, it's not a bad thing. I like it. It's just nothing I have to extremely worry about. Okay, learn where to stand. Don't fuck this up. Yeah, to be honest, no one is matching Lena's damage from the trust thing. So I don't know if it was combining numbers for maybe both Lena and... Oh, fuck. and Alizé. Or what was going on. I don't know. I don't know if this heals them or just... Okay, it does heal them. Good. But I can do nothing else while it's happening, so it's really not worth my time to just sit there when I could just be DPSing. There you go. First boss down. Bullshit. 390 though. Still bullshit, but getting close. Wow, this was cool. Look at this. This is just like a nice fantasy village. Die on me. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I always forget about this, even though I like it so much. Holy shit. Hold on, hold on. Okay, do that. Boom. Oh, you stepped out of it, you fuck. Why are you taking so much damage? Don't walk out of this now. That's good. It's good for you. Accept it. It's not a bad circle of stars or anything. It's helpful. Oh my god, just spamming heals. Every pull. How did the fucking ninja die? Dude, I don't have time to do like anything. I can't. Maybe with Sinistra. Sinus, whatever. But, oh god, MP. Didn't see the AoE marker. Didn't see my boot up your ass. Okay. God damn, man. You're stretching things pretty close here for me. Pass. Pass. Alright, second boss is, Tesla, the Forgiven. Too much light in the floor. Oh, okay. This boss does not have many mechanics based on the description. Yeah, tank buster, no problem. So you want to spread out. She'll bounce between everyone. Not that that did much damage, but... Bubble up, bubble up, bubble up. Oh, but then you want to get out of the puddle. Yeah. They're liking music with lyrics nowadays. Okay, that's doing a bit more damage here. Alright, we're fine. You know, I'd really prefer if you... Oh, okay. I can use divination here. Yeah, well, that's what's gonna happen if you don't stack up. I guess I wasn't even stacked up. Yeah, not too many mechanics, so not a tough boss. You know, some healing's involved, but that's about it. I know we had a death, but I don't know why the others weren't stacking up. That'll do us. What's all this casting bullshit? I don't need anything except maybe another ring I would take. Here we go again. Stood in it? What? Whoa, shit. I did not expect him to just stand in that. And I mashed my keyboard. Okay, could you not stand in the... Fucking hell. Alright. The tank has yet to die, so I guess I'm doing okay. Just get to press a lot of buttons. It's nice. I mean, yeah, sometimes you just have to mash DPS button, but when the healing's going fast and the cards are going fast, it's all good, baby. It's all good. That nice sweet spot where there's not like no healing required, but it's not like spam, heal, spam, the same heal, spam, you know, that's It's a good sweet spot where you get to do a little of everything. Alright, got a nice little groove here. I don't care for the 14,000 XP per kill. That is nothing. Not nothing, but it's not much. Will you get out of it? Oh my goodness, she got out of it. Whew. Really working that MP bar. Oh, Mang's a coming. Let's see if they start the fight without me. They did not. All right. Look at this thing. Now, see, this is what I was saying about boss designs. We're in like a brightly lit location, very pleasant, and then you got this just horrific monster of light. It's cool. And let's slap that on, slap that on, slap that on. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Put that down. Okay, that's a lot of people in need of healing. Hold on. Oh shit, we have to break them out. Yeah, I remembered. Get out of there. Yeah, that would probably have killed him. Yeah, see, they start to do things now where the indicator doesn't show up right away until like it's too late. So you just, but it's not like completely absent, so you can learn. So far, so good. I should be redrawing into melee. The ninja's doing way more damage. Okay, so basically, it's just like, fuck. He's like covering the whole battlefield. You just need to sort of watch out. Okay. Ninja. Stack up, motherfuckers. Good. Oh, Black Mage. Oh, Black Mage. Okay, so he's gonna chain up our ninja. That's no problem. Redraw, good. And divination. Which I missed out on getting the Black Mage, but you have not earned divination, Black Mage. Limit break. Limit break. Limit break. There you go. Done. Level up. That was cool. I really like the aesthetic of this one. Okay, nothing for me. One commendation, my ass. My ass. That tank never died. That tank better have been the one that commended me. That's all I can say.
It's releasing its ether! Fall back! We cannot let it touch us! Quickly, my lord, we must withdraw!
That will not be necessary, Captain. Though I appreciate your concern. The eternal light of these creatures has confounded us for nigh on 100 years. For each we have put down, another has risen up in its place, born of the self-same ether relinquished by its predecessor. But now we have a way to contain that corruption. The blessing of light, and the hero who wields it now stands before you. Behold, the monster's power is broken, and the world twisted by its touch returns to its rightful form.
No! Make it stop. No! God damn it.
Sky.
It can't be.
What's happening?
It's so beautiful.
The sunless sea. The warrior of darkness has come.
Bitch, what? Warrior of light, motherfuckers. Apparently I can bring light and banish light. I can do it all. I can do it all.
Is that what I think it is?
The night sky. As it should be.
Who are you people? You killed a warden, then bathed in its ether as if it were a spring shower, and now the sky? The legends are true.
Yes.
My lord?
How many years have I waited for this moment? For the one possessed of her blessing. For you. You have vanquished the Light Warden of Lakeland, and for the first time in a century, darkness has returned to the mantle of night. Without the ever-present light to sustain them, the Sin Eaters will have no choice but to retreat. Yet our victory is far from complete. Though darkness has fallen here, the other wardens yet bask beneath burning skies, feasting upon what little life remains. Even should it cost me all I have, I would see each and every one of them slain, that this world might be spared from oblivion. Not only for the first, but for the source as well. Save one, and we save the other. But be that as it may, I concede it was wrong of me to summon you to this fight against your will. I swear, on my life, I will one day atone for that deed, but for the present, I beg you stay and see this fight to its conclusion. Cast down the wardens and restore darkness to the first.
Sounds like a glorious adventure.
On behalf of the first, I offer you my deepest thanks.
I understand there is much at stake here, Exarch, but why do you risk yourself so readily? It must have been a dangerous drain on your ether to summon even one person across the rift.
I do it for my people, of course. To give the Crystarium the tomorrow it deserves.
That is true now, yes, but the city had yet to be built when you first called forth the Crystal Tower. I'm simply curious to know what prompted you to commit yourself so completely to this particular course.
There are things which we can ill afford to lose. And I sensed from the first that I had a part to play in preserving them. Forgive me. I fear the events of the day may have taken their toll. Despite appearances, I am an old man. One burdened with many difficult memories, some too painful to recall.
Well then, I'm sorry for pressing you. It's a family failing, I'm afraid.
One which has served us well more often than not. Needless to say, we will continue to fight at your side until the last Sin Eater is defeated.
Come then, my warriors of darkness. Let us gather the surviving villagers and make our way back to the Crystarium.
I don't know, man. Seems something a little shady about this guy. How quickly you have justified my faith in you. So many lives saved, and the sky itself heralds your success. A single victory in a larger struggle, perhaps, but a momentous one nonetheless. Yeah, I gotta change the scholar. We're 73 now, but we need to get the scholar to 73 before the next dungeon. I don't imagine we'll have much difficulty with that, but there you have it. No, we'll leave it here. It's been long enough. All right. My name is Mangg. Game watching has been Final Fantasy XIV. See you fine folks in the next part.